Did you see that exploding mic theory? Did you guys talk about that on here?
I've heard that theory, but I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know. I've heard people talk about it, but I hadn't looked into it. It looks like he got shot. I don't know if the microphone's going to hit you in the neck. Like, how do you know where the mic's pointing? You're moving around a lot. How do you know when to make it go
That's
off?
a good point. They had it like on his shirt at a specific spot. But yeah, you're right. How would you know? But then the place where
it sounds like a gunshot, though. And there's a delay between the gunshot and the impact in terms of like acoustic readings. And I think somebody did an analysis of the distance they believe the shot was taken from based on the sound. You know, if that is the round that they use, 30-06, based on the sound of the gunshot going off and the amount of time before it impacts them. It's a very small amount of time, but it is measurable. And they think that it might have actually been closer than what they're saying, which is, I think, 100 and something yards. I forget what the exact distance was. What was the exact distance, supposedly? I think it was like 140 yards or something like that. But the weird thing is, like, this whole idea of assembling and disassembling, it doesn't work like that, man.
And if the guy's not a professional, was he a professional?
No, he definitely wasn't a professional. But like, you could get trained, like shooting a rifle at 140 yards with a really good scope. If you've shot a bunch of times with a rifle and you can keep your shit together, is not that far of a shot. You can make that shot. People can make that shot. He wasn't even wearing a bulletproof vest, even though he did obviously get hit in the neck. But the thing is, like, if that's the narrative, and I don't know if they're still sticking with the story, but that was what they were saying at first, that he disassembled it and reassembled it. Reassembling a gun does not make it accurate. You have to zero a rifle in. And what that involves you get to like whatever the yardage are that you're trying it out, like 100 yards, and you squeeze off a trigger, and then you look through the binoculars, or you have a spotter with a scope next to you, and he says 6 inches high right, and so then you adjust it, adjust the scope, and then you get it where it's firing, and you do it on a rest. And it takes a few shots, man. So you have a rest, so that you're not moving the rifle around where it can be human error can be attributed to the miss.
And if you're on a hot roof, that was a hot roof, wasn't it?
Most official and media accounts put the shot at roughly 200 yards, with some investigative timelines suggesting a range of about 150 to 200 yards.